You've got it tuned to KEXP, where the music matters, at 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area, at KEXP.org, and on the KEXP mobile apps. I'm Cheryl Waters here in the KEXP studios, and so excited about the new album from this super talented artist, Stand on My Shoulders. Today we've got Tseen live on KEXP. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for bringing this incredible band today. I cannot wait to hear these songs. You ready?
Yeah.
Take it away. Tseen live on KEXP. You're listening to Tseen live on KEXP. The new album, Stand on My Shoulders, is out today, and what an honor to have them visiting the KEXP studios on album release day.
All right.
Subtle flex on a dance floor. I know you think about me, 'cause you send me nudes my cell phone text message all night. Oh. You could be my guide, spin it till we fly. Every move we know, body singing songs, dressed up like on wax. Drop the summer dress, hey, drop the needle press, play. Appetite for more. Electric touch, your smile, so fine, so fine. Magnetic moment, just for one night. The taste on my lips, the taste on my lips, the taste on my lips, the taste on my lips. Lightning on the dance floor, you should call me over. I will be your favorite. You could call me baby. Dressed up like on wax. Drop the summer dress, hey. Drop the needle press, play. Appetite for more. Electric touch, your smile, so fine, so fine. Magnetic moment, just for one night. Take me by the wrist, your lips on mine. Shine bright, let me touch the sky. Take me by the wrist, your lips on mine. Shine bright, let me touch the sky. Electric touch, your smile, so fine, so fine, so fine. Magnetic moment, just for one night. Electric touch, your smile, so fine, so fine. Magnetic moment, just for one night. Electric touch, your smile, so fine. Magnetic moment, just for one night.
All right, it's a dance party now. It's Tseen live on KEXP. Songs from the new album Stand on My Shoulders, out on Sub Pop Records today.
You said, dream, walk away, life. We wander.
listening to Tseen live on KEXP, songs from the new album, Stand on My Shoulders. We just heard the first song from the album, and now we're going to hear the last.
In the trance, on the ledge, don't go UFO. Dissonance, easily entertain presidents, longer wave, empty tank. I don't float, I will fly away. In the rain, open eyes while they pray. I look at God is real. Sometimes love just fades away. I can disappear.
Nice job.
Absolutely. So nicely done. Tseen live on KEXP, a 10-piece band showcasing the wonderful songs on the new album, Stand on My Shoulders. It's out on Sub Pop Records today. Thank you so much for coming by today to celebrate the release of the new record.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you sound amazing. And Nicholas, you have been creating music and art, including sculpture, video work, and so much more for going on 2 decades now. And art's been a part of your life since you were born. I mean, I think it's fair to say that it's in your blood. I know that your dad, your grandfather, your uncle, all master carvers, other members of your family also, and so many mentors were around you. Can you describe what it was like growing up just so steeped in art?
It was messed up, man. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the messed up childhood I wish I had.
I mean, when you don't know what the other side of that is, it's, you feel like this is what people do. And having access to mentors and, space that nurtured creativity I think it was a really wonderful thing to be, I'm grateful for it, to have that. So it was good. You don't think about things down the line when you're around those things. You're picking up a tool to create, and I don't know, it was good.
Do you pass that along to your children as well?
Definitely, yeah. I was talking with Sterling Harjo, who's a friend, and we were talking about our children and creativity, and he said something that I think was great, and it's that you hope they catch a spark from what your work is, or from your peers or the people around them. And it's never something that, was never pushed on me. I realized what I could not do, and that was non-creative work in this world. And once you know that, it's pretty clear. Like so I would say that was a spark that I caught, and I hope that there's enough things around that provide possibility for my children to catch those sparks.
Well, I love how you say non-creative work, because your creativity is limitless. I mean, you create in so many different types of art forms, so you really can express yourself in any way that you want.
Yeah, it's a practice, I think. I think about it as a form of listening, and there's definitely been moments where you try to sit in the music studio, and maybe people would call it writer's block or who knows what, but giving yourself permission to tell your stories of your experiences in this world is an important aspect of, writing a song, I think, and had to remind myself that many times in the studio, where I have lived experiences and they can go into these places. So
when I just said you can express yourself in any creative form that you want, I didn't just mean the art form itself, but also in what you're saying through that art. And I was really moved by something that I heard you say once, that the idea of authenticity, culturally speaking. And there was a very thought-provoking quote that you said, "We will again open this container of wisdom that has been left in our care." I was very moved by that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was actually a song in my community that was written, titled Suhedi Shugak Tutan, which that's the translation of that. And for me, that was really meaningful. Opening this container creatively, specifically, means that we get to build new songs. We get to build new ideas in the cultural space that maybe are not heavily reliant on romanticized stereotype or kind of borders that are placed around, especially Indigenous artists. I feel like a lot of my work is continually removing border, and that happens with that mind frame. We'll open this container, you're literally taking a lid off of something, and you're freeing this into a existence. So.
Well, you come from an oral history. The histories are shared orally and passed down. And all your work deals with language, whether it's music or visual art, and just bringing light to important conversations. And it's been a few years since you released Indian Yard in 2021. And I feel like your work is continually evolving. I'm wondering what inspired Stand on My Shoulders. What stories are you most compelled to tell through music right now?
Yeah, it is. We're always changing. We have to, and we get to creatively. I can't imagine not. this, I feel like a record for me is the things that I love about the process is the collaboration. So when this record was almost done, I say collaboration, the thing that I feel like I mourned was that I didn't get to continue this working process with everybody. And I felt kind of like, excited the record was done, but I also am going to miss the journey of it. And for me, gestation in music is about 2 to 3 years, it feels like, for like a project to, kind of see through its time from the beginnings to the end. This record, what things you ask about, like, were kind of included or inspired in that. For the title of the record, Stand on My Shoulders, was a direct reference to my father, who was a mentor of mine in many things in life, that walked into the forest. And it was just a realization that we are here because of, our ancestors and our elders and the people that have, like, given us so much as far as knowledge and ways to be in the world. So this was recognizing that in that title. Not every song is pertaining to that on the record, but there's a pivotal moment on the record where I'm sampling an older interview from my father speaking about just kind of the lineage of creativity in our family. So.
And the cover art is based on a photograph of your father in beautiful Plinkett regalia.
Yeah. So it is. It was his regalia, and those in our culture at is like, it's not necessarily something that belongs to an individual, but it's, grandchildren's children. So somebody else fills those objects or those regalia, those forms in their life and ceremony. And one of the things that was kind of beautiful in the process of this record, and it's the title of one of the songs, is the Key to Latin, which is one of my father's clan names. My son was recently given that name through ceremony, and in our culture, when a name of ancestor and elder comes back, you're bringing their spirit back in a way to live in this time. So it was, it was really special, I think, for me and to see that, and for him to be part of that, my son. So.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for bringing this incredible band to the KEXP studios today. The new album, Stand on My Shoulders, absolutely phenomenal, and it's such a joy to have you here today.
Knecht, thank you.
It's Tseen live on KEXP. Thank you to all of our wonderful listeners and viewers for helping to make sessions like this possible. KEXP is listener-powered. You can make a gift anytime at KEXP.org. Support music discovery and more live sessions like this one. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll let you know every time a new video launches. Again, a big thank you to Tseen live on KEXP.
Thank you.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.